2025 City of Little Rock State of the City Address. At this time, please stand for the presentation of colors by Little Rock Fire and the Police Department's Joint Color Guard and the Pledge of Allegiance. Tonight, we also have the privilege of welcoming one of our newest residents, Richmond Osi Dankwa, who recently took the oath of citizenship. His journey to becoming an American citizen is a testament to the values of perseverance, dedication, and the hope that define our great city. Joining him are members of the City of Little Rock team, representing dedicated public servants who work tirelessly to support and enhance the lives of all Little Rock residents. Their commitment ensures our city remains a vibrant, inclusive, and thriving place for all. With Mr. Dankwa are Philip Durham of the Little Rock Fire Department, Joy Matlock of the Little Rock Zoo, Christian Robles of the Parks Department, and Tina Schaefer of the Department of Housing and Neighborhood Programs. Please join them as they lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by the Little Rock Central High School Madrigals under the direction of Christy Fudge. Thank you. You may be seated. Please welcome to the stage Bishop John T.W. Harmon of the Episcopal Diocese of Arkansas for the invocation.
Oh, how good and pleasant it is when brothers and sisters, community leaders and citizens gather together in unity. Let us pray. Almighty God, you have given us this city as a heritage. We pray that we will prove ourselves a people mindful of the good works that is before us. Bless our city with honorable industries, sound learning, and pure manners. Protect us from violence, discord, and confusion. Save us from pride and arrogance. Keep us from every evil. Help us to defend our liberties and fashion us into one united people. Endow us, we pray, with the spirit of wisdom, and bless our mayor and all who are entrusted with the authority of government, that there may be justice and peace among us. Keep Little Rock under your care. This we pray in your holy name. Amen.
At this time, please welcome to the stage City of Little Rock Chief of Staff, Kendra Pruitt.
Good evening, Little Rock. Y'all can do better than that. Good evening, Little Rock. Thank you very much. As mentioned, my name is Kendra Pruitt, and I have the pleasure and honor of serving as Chief of Staff here at the City of Little Rock for the office of Mayor Frank Scott Jr. And it's my honor and privilege to welcome you to the 2025 State of the City Address. We know that on behalf of Mayor Scott, our distinguished Board of Directors, and the 2,500 team members at the City of Little Rock, we are glad you are here. And I just want to be before you very briefly to share how awesome it is to work at the City of Little Rock. We work for you, our residents, and we're proud to bring progress and innovation to our city each and every day. There are dedicated team members led by our department directors, and we are showing up each and every day to drive forward progress for each of our residents. Last year, we started what we've talked about as our core values. We initiated new core values. Some of those are accountability, transparency, professionalism, and equity, and ultimately exceptional service. And we've seen those implemented, and we've seen great results at the city as a result of those core values. And I hope many of you residents have experienced those in action. We're excited to see that progress continue into 2025 with the efforts that we'll be hearing about from the mayor tonight. I hope you'll reflect with me on some of the successes of last year. We've won a multitude of awards. We've been awarded grants from the federal government, and we've continued the basics, the nuts and bolts, to continue to pride ourselves on serving you, our residents. So I hope you'll join us as we reflect on those wins from 2024, and then turn with us as we turn and look towards 2025. Enjoy yourself, and thank you for being here.
Now, please welcome members of the Lacey Line community for a special introduction of Mayor Frank Scott Jr.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of all the Lacey Lines, welcome to Dr. Marion G. Lacey K-8 Academy. My name is Christian Meadow, and I am a 7th grader here at Lacey. All of us are National Beta Cadets, and I am in the Civil Air Patrol.
And I'm Bailey Woods, and as you can tell by my uniform, I am also in Civil Air Patrol.
And I am Anthony Martinez, a 5th grader in Dr. Marion G. Lacey.
So when I think about what a mayor does, I know it's a lot. But if I'm being honest, I'm not 100% sure what it's all about. I mean, does he have a giant key to the city? Does he get a free pizza whenever he wants? I have questions, and they're eager to be answered.
Exactly. But when I heard that Mayor Scott was actually having a big event here at my school, I figured it was time to, check it out, look at what he's all about here in Arkansas.
And guess what? Turns out he does a lot more than just pose for cool pictures and give speeches. He sparks conversations with other leaders in the city that result in the action.
Exactly. Did you know Mayor Frank Scott Jr. grew up right here in Southwest Little Rock, and just like us, he was a student from Little Rock School District?
He went to school two more times after he graduated from Parkview High School. Once in Memphis, and then he moved back here, and then he went to UALR. After that, he started a career in public service. He worked for Governor Mike Beebe and served on the Arkansas Highway Commission, and even worked as a banker right here in Arkansas.
Then, in 2018, he ran for office and made history as the first ever elected African-American mayor of Little Rock.
All that is true, but there is much more. Since then, he's been all about making Little Rock the best place to live, work, and play, which me personally can appreciate, and other people do too. Did you know our population has grown to about 210,000 people under his administration?
And he has helped bring 1,200 new jobs to our city. Isn't that insane?
Mayor Scott often says that his main job is to catch the bad guys, put out fires, and pick up trash, and it all makes sense to me because under his leadership and with community support and partnerships, we're making big moves in public safety, education, affordable housing, and much more right here in Little Rock, Arkansas.
His vision is to unite, grow, and transform Little Rock. And because of the mayor and all the people he leads with, we are a stronger city.
We are a safer city.
And we are a better city.
Thank you, Mayor Scott. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our mayor, Frank Scott Jr.
Good evening, Little Rock. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Central High Madrigals, Bishop Harmon, our city team members, residents, and especially Christian, Bailey, and Anthony for that great introduction. Let's give them. I want to especially share with them, Dr. Marion G. Lacey was my principal at Horace Mann Junior High School. Dr. J.J. Lacey was my principal at Parkview Arts and Science Magnet High School. So I can tell you right now, this is a special moment knowing that both are not here right now. So to those children, you all have a great name and a legacy that follows suit with them. That being said, I also want to just share my appreciation to Principal Porter, Superintendent Jamal Wright, and the Little Rock School District for hosting us tonight in this beautiful, state-of-the-art Dr. Marion G. Lacey Academy. Let's give it a round of applause. This is especially special because this is my home, Southwest Little Rock, and as well as I know Director Phillips grew up here as well. And for us to be here, it is a special moment. And as always, I want to take this opportunity to appreciate the Little Rock City Board of Directors. Let's give them all the round of applause. We share that same appreciation to them, as well as our 2,500 City of Little Rock team members who work tirelessly day in and day out to make Little Rock great. Our city is the region's center of government, finance, healthcare, business, education, arts, culture, and history. Yes, all of that. And I'm deeply proud to serve as your mayor, working alongside our residents of diverse backgrounds and distinct gifts to fulfill the hope and promising future of this great city. And that future is bright, thanks to all of you, the great people that we call home, Little Rock. If you're from Little Rock, you're born here, raised here, or moved here, you're the reason why we are doing so well, and we are grateful to each and one of you. And again, I don't do this alone. So I'm grateful for Vice Mayor Wyrick from Ward 7. I'm grateful for Director Andrea Lewis in Ward 6, Director Lance Hines in Ward 5, as well as Director Kathy Peck in Ward 4, Director Kathy Webb in Ward 3, Ward 2 City Director Ken Richardson, and Ward 1 City Director Virgil Mill. Let's give them all a round of applause. Because we are all in this together, and I cannot forget Director Dean Campiris and Joan Adcock. Let me make sure. He was going to make certain that I heard about that later. I want to make sure I apologize. Friends, sometimes it feels like the world around us is falling apart. We know that in times of uncertainty, our city's strength lies in our ability to reinforce the foundation that holds us all together. This is why we are doubling down on what matters most this year, getting back to the basics, going from good to great. Our focus is clear, ensuring that every resident, every neighborhood, and every business feels seen, heard, and valued. Across the country, cities are facing economic shifts, rising costs, and evolving community challenges. But right here in the capital city, we are responding by continuing to focus on the fundamentals of public safety, strong neighborhoods, efficient government, and a city where residents feel engaged and empowered. We are committed to building a government that delivers results, listens to its people, and insists in the core services that shape the daily life. When we strengthen basics, we strengthen the city for everyone. Now, let me be clear. In 2025, we owe it to you to provide the exceptional service you trust and demand. That's why we are expanding neighborhood meetings, town halls, and digital engagement platforms to ensure that every resident has direct access to their city leaders, and we learn what you care about the most. First, we're going on a tour. So join us for the Mobile City Hall, where leaders from various departments will spend dedicated time in neighborhoods across the city, listening to residents' concerns and providing real-time solutions. This is an effort to be more like the selfie king, City Director Virgil Miller. You gonna take a selfie right now? Because what that means is we're breaking down barriers and making city government more accessible, visible, and responsive to the needs of our communities. Stay tuned for more information and a schedule very soon. Beyond direct engagement, we recognize the power of partnerships. This year, we are strengthening collaborations with faith-based organizations and small businesses, the trusted community anchors that serve as the heartbeat of our neighborhoods. By working together, we can amplify resident voices, expand outreach efforts, reach the people who need them most. Not only do we want to listen, we want you to access resources and information from our city in the most effective and efficient manner. That's why tonight, I'm excited to introduce Roxy, our brand new AI chatbot that is currently in the beta testing and nearly completion. Last year, we promised to leverage artificial intelligence to better serve you. That's a promise that we kept, as residents can chat with Roxy 24/7 to navigate the city's website and find answers to your most pressing questions. It will be up and running before the end of March. As city leaders, we are committed to doing our part, but building a stronger Little Rock requires all of us. Government is not a one-way street. It is a partnership between city officials and the people we serve. So I'm asking, well, quite frankly, I'm urging every resident from Hanger Hill to the Heights, from Chenal to College Station, Guyer Springs to Granite Mountain, and everyone in between to get involved. Join a board or a commission, attend public meetings, and be an active voice in shaping the future of our city. We need you, each and every one of you. One of the best ways to engage with the city government is through Rock Academy, our 6-week program designed to give residents an inside look at how your city operates. Last year, we graduated 28 new graduates, and now applications for the 2025 class are officially opened. I encourage everyone interested in learning more about city government to apply today. Not only do we want you to be engaged with the city, we also want you to show up for the city. You may ask, well, how can I do that? For example, this Sunday, we will have visitors from all 50 states and at least 11 foreign countries at the Little Rock Marathon. This event brings us about 30,000 new visitors and $4 million in spending right to our city. Mike Garrity, Geneva, and the entire team, we're grateful for you. I hope you'll support this amazing event by participating, volunteering, and cheering for all of our athletes. Well, is anyone here in the room ever participated or cheerleaded someone or volunteered with the Little Rock Marathon? If you would, please stand. Come on, it's okay, get a little blood flowing. On behalf of the city of Little Rock, we want to share our appreciation to you because that's the example of engagement. You got up and you did something for your city. So one of the things that I want you to know about me is when I first got elected in office, my grandfather sat me down and he told me that the city has 3 essential responsibilities: catch the robbers, put out the fires, and pick up the trash. Vice Mayor B.J. Wyrick calls them the nuts and bolts of the city government. Those simplified priorities have always been the core of my administration. For me, getting back to the basics is continuing to ensure that every resident feels safe in their home, neighborhood, and throughout our city. We know we've had a rough start to 2025. As your mayor, I get a call after every homicide. Everyone, whether I'm in a meeting, on Sunday in the pulpit, or I'm asleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. Trust me, I wish I never get any of those calls. And every loss of life weighs heavy on my heart. But it's especially difficult when many of the victims and perpetrators are our youth, and those, quite frankly, who look like me, or come from the same part of town as I do. In my 6 years as mayor, I've spoken to so many hurting families. I've prayed for them. I've went to the funerals. Their lives will never be the same. And the potential revenge that follows keeps us in a cycle of violence that destroys families and neighborhoods. Last year, homicides were actually down 42% compared to 2023. But these people are more than just numbers. They're names. And they matter. Whoever they are and wherever they're from, this is why I and we will not rest. We cannot rest until even everyone knows that we're going to put a stop to any type of violent crime yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Accordingly, we're tackling public safety from every angle, not just responding to crime, but preventing it before it happens. We are expanding our community violence intervention program, a proactive approach that gets ahead of crime before it takes root. We have restructured our street teams to focus on crime hotspots, meeting the issue at ground zero with intervention strategies, as well as designed to de-escalate conflicts before they turn violent. An example of this intervention work is Keith Sane. Keith, could you please stand? I want you all to know this. Mr. Sane is a school-based interventionist at Central High School. All right, oh Lord, here we go, the Tigers. I'm still a Patriot now. I want to make certain that you know he works with the Opportunity Youth and students who are facing barriers to give them resources and the needs that they need to succeed. Recently, he turned his focus on 2 teenagers who endured unimaginable trauma after losing their brother to homicide. They too had their own experience with gun violence as it became a part of their environment. Nevertheless, with Mr. Sane's guidance and mentorship, these young men now attend school consistently, have landed their first jobs, volunteer with local nonprofits, and better yet, they've improved their grades to mostly A's and B's. One of them is on track to graduate early. The other aspires to enlist in the Air Force. This intentional effort and intervention is what we mean by getting back to the basics, preventing crime before it actually occurs. Thank you, Mr. Sane, and our community programs team for your work that changes lives. Let's give them another round of applause. Now, at the same time, we are continuing to invest in our public safety departments directly. I've asked Chief Helton to identify new ways to reduce retirements and increase recruitment to close some of the vacancies in the police department. In just a few years, we've gone from 120 vacancies to about 60. That represents about a 10% vacancy rate. But guess what? In some other metropolitan areas, that number is as high as 25%. Our hiring efforts have outpaced the national average, and we are taking aggressive steps to fill every open position. We will build on the successful technology like the Real-Time Crime Center, ensuring ethical use of our cameras to continue to help solve crime at the highest level. We've seen faster response times from 911, and we look forward to launching our Text to 911 feature later this year. This will ensure residents can reach the help they need whenever and whatever needs necessary, because we all know that in emergencies, seconds truly count. So we continue to leverage technology, training, operational efficiency to further improve response times. Our goal is very simple. When you call 911, someone picks up immediately and helps arrives without delay. This year, we will further enhance our community policing efforts by increasing foot patrols and even mounted patrols in neighborhoods, particularly those with high foot traffic, like downtown, the South End, and Wright Avenue. This is about visibility, accessibility, and strengthening relationships between officers and the communities they serve. While crime data shows reduction in crime over the past 5 years and year to date, we are working around the clock to ensure residents and visitors alike feel safer in our city. And we are committed to doing the work to make that happen. To ease the burden on our uniformed officers, we will look to build out additional non-uniform support, like social workers within our crisis response teams, so our officers can focus on true crime issues. And in the spirit of engagement, I call on our Public Safety Commission and the Commission on Children, Youth, and Family focus this year specifically on tangible crime prevention recommendations for me and our city board to review. We know that the community oversight strengthens public trust, and these commissions deserve a seat at the table. We are also making great strides in our fire department. I'm proud to share that 5 new fire trucks will arrive in our city in a matter of months. We anticipate receiving our state-of-the-art burn building, which will be added to our training facility right here in Southwest Little Rock in April. We also look forward to hosting many of you at the groundbreaking at Station 9 in Walnut Valley, represented by Director Peck, in the coming weeks. While later this year, we will begin laying the infrastructure for a new station out west. These represent over $5 million of new investment to the men and women of the Little Rock Fire Department. We look forward to identifying other ways to support their work. Public safety matters because it's truly our most basic responsibility. But we know that crime is influenced by more than just policing. The environment around us also shapes it. When you drive around certain parts of the city and see blight, poor lighting, and neglected infrastructure, these conditions allow crime to take root. When we say we are getting back to the basics, we mean we are taking a more direct approach to restoring the heart of Little Rock by investing in the quality of housing, tackling blight, enhancing infrastructure, and ensuring every neighborhood has the amenities it needs to thrive. Housing is more than just shelter. It is a fundamental public health issue. That's why today, I'm calling on our City Board of Directors to help me declare housing as a public health crisis in Little Rock. When residents don't have access to safe, stable, and affordable homes, every other aspect of life is impacted. This declaration is about taking real, measurable action to address housing insecurity in our city. We have worked with lenders, realtors, and contractors to increase our affordable housing stock by more than 150 units, and we have a goal of 200 more in the next 2 years. A key part of that commitment is the launch of the Little Rock Housing Trust Fund, a dedicated funding source to expand access to affordable housing. This initiative will help drive new development and preserve existing housing stock and provide financial assistance to residents who need it most. In addition, we will work with developers and community organizations to expand home ownership opportunities like the city's down payment assistance program. With the advocacy of City Director Andrea Lewis, we'll start the process of increasing our affordable housing stock in Ward 6 with a new subdivision development called Zion Square, which will consist of 14 newly constructed single-family units. We know neglected properties in blighted areas contribute to crime, lower property values, and diminished community pride. That's why we are taking a direct action to eliminate blight and invest in neighborhood beautification. Last year, through Project Impact, we made a difference in the Hope, Love, and Stevens neighborhoods of the 12th Street corridor. Through a coordinated effort between code enforcement, public works, the fire department, and other city departments related to bulk trash removal, illegal dumping, and neighborhood infrastructure. If you don't know what I mean, go to PickPack. The results speak for themselves. We cut and cleared over 60 alleys and ditches, cleaned up more than 70 vacant lots, boarded homes, demolished 3 condemned properties, installed 117 smoke detectors, made outreach to over 400 homes, and the Public Works Department filled potholes to make our streets safer and smoother. Friends, this is what getting back to the basics looks like in direct action. It's about rolling up our sleeves, getting into our neighborhoods, and delivering real, tangible results that improve the lives of our residents. And we're just getting started. Because of our success within the 12th Street corridor last year, I'm excited to share that we are moving Project Impact right here to Southwest Little Rock in March. We will further promote neighborhood revitalization with our new Love Your Block grant opportunity. Love Your Block grant will fund resident-led projects empowering residents to take ownership of their neighborhoods and help create the vibrant, welcoming spaces we all want to live in. Applications for these grants will be made available soon. We also look forward to expanding the work of City Director and Litter Czar Director Cappy Peck to rally neighbors, businesses, schools, and community groups in a citywide effort to pick up Little Rock. Director Peck has been a tireless advocate for keeping our city clean and litter-free, and she'll be the first to tell you this. Peck, a round of applause. Director Peck and many of us can't do this alone. We're asking everyone to step up. If you see trash on the street, pick it up. If you're noticing that folks are littering things, put it in 311. We all want Little Rock to be cleaner, greener, and a better place for all of us. And it starts with each of us. Homes just don't define a neighborhood. It also is defined by the streets, sidewalks, lighting, and public spaces that connect people to their communities. In 2025, we are making significant investments in infrastructure to ensure that every neighborhood is safer, more walkable, and more connected. Through our One Rock initiative, we're collaborating with our local public sector partners like CALS, Central Arkansas Water, and Rock Region Metro to ensure our infrastructure and revitalization plans are aligned and effective. From expanding sidewalks to improving water and sewer systems, leveraging our public transit to upgrading streetlights, our goal is to create neighborhoods that are safe, connected, and strong. And when we talk about neighborhood revitalization, we must talk about everyone's neighborhood, downtown Little Rock, the heart and the lifeblood of our city. We are investing in development, amenities, and public spaces that make downtown a destination for all. A thriving downtown isn't just good for businesses and residents who call it home. It's a citywide asset that boosts our economy, attracts visitors, and enhances our overall quality of life and place. Leading the way is the Clinton Presidential Center, which has delivered a $4.9 billion impact in 2 decades on the banks of the Arkansas River. Thank you, President Clinton and Secretary Clinton, for all you've done for Little Rock. As the Clinton Center expands and does its next chapter, it's time for us to refresh other areas of downtown and truly lean in to the downtown master plan. A plan is just an idea until you act on it. So this year, we will work with Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau on a facelift of the River Market Hall. Thanks to the leadership and advocacy of City Director Antoine Phillips and City Director Dean Campiris, we will transform River Market Hall into a true attraction and destination for tourists and our residents in the heart of downtown Little Rock. Right across the street from that site is 30 Crossing Park, another centerpiece of the downtown master plan. Our planning process with RDOT is moving forward, and we are so grateful to have the green space adjacent to CALS and Museum Discovery. City Directors Phillips and Campiris have been driving forces toward helping revitalize our downtown, and we appreciate them for all of their work. Let's give them a round of applause. Drive just out of downtown to Riverdale, and you'll see the Lyon College School of Dental Medicine. They are opening their doors in June. It will be the Arkansas's first dental school. This will change oral health outcomes for generations to come, and quite frankly, it's going to be a game changer to keep our talent in our state and in our city. Dr. Burke Soph, who's the school founding dean, is here with us tonight. Please stand, Dr. Soph. Thank you, and Lyon College, and to your students for choosing Little Rock. And this is going to be a tremendous asset, and you are bringing this to our city and state, and we want you to know how much we appreciate you. We can't get back to the basics without addressing the economic strain so many residents are facing. When people are unable to afford a dozen eggs, we know more must be done to ensure residents have what they need to make a decent living. Little Rock continues to set the standard for economic growth in Arkansas. We've worked alongside the Little Rock Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Little Rock Port Authority, and countless development partners to announce nearly 12,000 new jobs over the past 6 years. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Little Rock region reached a total of 373,000 jobs in 2024. That's 40,000 more jobs working just a decade ago today. That's a big deal. And we continue to invest in small businesses to ensure Little Rock is a place for entrepreneurs to make their dreams a reality. Small businesses are the backbone of job creation and economic growth in Little Rock. If you're an entrepreneur, we remain committed to working with you to make it easier for you to start, grow, and sustain your business. One of our top priorities this contracts, ensuring that more local entrepreneurs, especially those from historically underrepresented communities, can do business with the city and access vital. In addition, we've updated the Build and Apprende curriculum, providing business owners and those incubators with essential training in bid writing, proposal development, and procurement processes. By equipping entrepreneurs with these skills, we ensure that they are competitive, prepared. We also understand that one of the key issues is access to capital remains one. Connect entrepreneurs with financial resources, grants, and mentorship programs, ensuring that every business owner, especially, have the support that they need to thrive. Beyond business development, we are prioritizing financial empowerment for all residents. In 2023, we took a major step forward by launching CapitalCon, a groundbreaking event designed to provide residents, entrepreneurs, and community leaders with the tools to eliminate debt and achieve long-term financial security. And the overwhelming response was confirmed when what we already knew, that there is a strong demand for financial education and we are thrilled to share that we're bringing back CapitalCon in 2025. Need for generational wealth, the City of Little Rock has been awarded a grant to create the Office of Financial Empowerment. Again, no city dollars, somebody else's money. This new office will work directly with residents to help them build assets and increase economic stability in partnership with the Cities for Financial Empowerment Fund. We will launch programs that improve financial literacy, increase savings, and connect residents to various resources. There will be more to come on this new office later this year. Again, no city dollars, somebody else's money. When we talk about getting back to the basics, we're talking about ensuring every resident has access to resources, opportunities, and spaces that improve their quality of life. One of our top priorities is enhancing parks, trails, and recreational spaces to encourage active, healthier lifestyles. We know that access to safe, well-maintained outdoor spaces improve physical and mental well-being and can prevent crime. I want to recognize Parks Director Leland Couch and his continued commitment to expanding and improving our park system, ensuring residents have the high-quality amenities, promoting wellness, community engagement, and outdoor activity. One of the most exciting additions in 2024 was the Boyle Park Playground and the new Boyle Mountain Bike Trails. Over in Pankey Park, we've added a new playground pavilion and basketball courts for that community. At Canis Park, we upgraded the entry road, expanded trails, and refurbished the historic basketball courts that we call our Rucker Park. We look forward to inviting the legends, Derek Fisher, Joe Johnson, and the list goes on, to Canis for a throwback tournament later this year. One of the most meaningful efforts this past year was the restoration of Murray Park and Rock Creek Trail, which suffered significant damage during the 2023 devastating March 31st EF3 tornado. The storm left behind destruction across the west side of our city, but we remain committed to rebuilding and restoring these cherished community spaces. Today, thanks to our team's hard work and dedication, these parks are once again open and thriving, serving as a testament to Little Rock's resilience and our commitment to ensuring every neighborhood has access to safe and well-maintained recreational activities. We expect even more projects to be completed this year in our city, including Reservoir Park's playground, West Central's new ball field, our very own senior center at University Park, and upgrades at all of our community centers. We remain grateful to the American Rescue Plan Act funds that allowed us to make many of these critical upgrades. We also remain committed to addressing food insecurity and expanding access to fresh, healthy food. Our mobile grocery store, which hits the streets later this summer, will make a real difference in food deserts across the city, beginning with quality groceries to neighborhoods that lack access to full-service supermarkets. I want to take this time to thank City Director Kathy Webb for her leadership not only in this city, but in our state, and dedication to addressing food insecurity through the Food Commission. Under her guidance, the commission has already convened, laying the groundwork for long-term, sustainable solutions to ensure that every resident in Little Rock has access to fresh, nutritious food. Their work is critical. It's a ministry. And I have no doubt that their efforts will lead to meaningful progress in the fight against food insecurity in our city. Thank you, Director Webb. Another major initiative is our micro-home village for individuals experiencing homelessness. While we know we've encountered construction delays, legal issues, I want to reassure our residents that we remain fully committed to completing this project and getting it up and running later this year. This village will not just provide housing, it will also offer wraparound services to help back on their feet with the support they need. Despite the addition of the micro-home village, we realize we still don't have enough beds for our unsheltered residents. Accordingly, I'm proud to announce that under the innovative leadership of Director Kevin Howard in the Housing Neighborhood Programs Division, we will acquire an additional facility to provide transitional housing for up to 75 unsheltered residents in our city. Providing shelter for our most vulnerable residents during severe weather is not just a service, it's a fundamental responsibility. When extreme conditions hit, ensuring that everyone has a safe place to get to is critical, and I'm incredibly proud of the efforts of our Homeless Services Division, the Housing Neighborhood Programs Department, Emergency Management, Parks, Police, Fire, and the many city departments that have come together to make this possible. This year, our emergency shelter has been open for 21 days, with over 247 hours of dedicated staff support, serving over 300 individuals in need during the harsh winter months. This is what it means to get back to the basics, ensuring that no resident is left without shelter, care, or support when they need it most. If we want to ensure a safe and healthy Little Rock, we must start by caring for the people who serve the city daily. That's why I'm proud to announce the City of Little Rock Health Clinic. This is a new facility that will provide affordable, accessible health care for city employees, reducing costs, improving overall well-being, and ensuring our workforce is strong, healthy, and ready to serve. This clinic will be operational this year, and guess what? No city money as well. And I look forward to sharing more of these details in the months ahead. A well-run city doesn't happen by chance. It requires smart investments and commitment to efficiency. That's why we're making it easier and faster for residents to access city services, businesses to grow, and our government to work smarter. Residents and businesses shouldn't have to deal with red tape and delays when they need something from their city government. That's why we are streamlining business licensing, permitting, and city services to make processes more straightforward and accessible. Upgrading our technology will allow us to respond to your 311 requests faster, ensuring that your concerns are addressed quickly and efficiently. And to demonstrate exceptional service, we are continuously improving trash collection, making it more efficient and dependable. That's why this year we are launching a new pilot program called Smart Waste. This public works initiative leverages smart truck technology, GPS tracking, and workload management software to optimize trash collection routes and reduce delays. What does this mean? Streamlined workflows will make trash pickup faster and more reliable. It's about the quality service they deserve without uncertainty or delay. It's just a reality that we must do more with less. His wallet, just like it does yours. We must be more efficient in how we spend your money and your time. For this reason, directors to take a hard look at their budgets. We have to identify new funding sources and propose ways to cut costs so that the city board can make more informed decisions about the city partnerships, and the sale of unused city property must be on the table. We are committed to ensuring that the city of Little Rock remains strong, inclusive city that has defined us from the very beginning. Let's be clear. In this uncertain climate, jeopardize the marginalized and the underserved, whether you are gay or straight, black, brown, white, or any color in the rainbow, there is still room at the table for all of us in the city of Little Rock. And we are a city that will make room for you even when. You see, though it may seem like the world is on fire, that the flame will never burn bright enough to dim the shining lights in each of us, yes, all of you, join me and let your lights shine. Work together in keeping this building safe, and a thriving Little Rock is full of opportunity for all. No one can do this alone. Progress happens when all of faith community, elected officials to move Little Rock forward. We owe it to the future generations of Little Rock residents to ask what they want to leave for them. Together, by getting back to the basics, we can build a stronger, safer, and more unified Little Rock. God bless you, and God bless our great city. Thank you so much.
As we conclude this evening's program, we invite you to stay connected to the City of Little Rock resources and community partners that you just met during the Involvement Fair. We also remind you to exit quickly and safely as we want to restore this room to its original setting for Lacey students to enjoy a warm breakfast and great lunch tomorrow. We appreciate your presence tonight and